time.
Hey, Amir, how you doing?
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea channel. Thank you.
Sharon's at sea. Yeah. What's going on? How's everybody doing out there tonight? Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we coming in loud and clear, people? Let us know in the comments if you would, pretty please. Tell us, how are you tonight? Let me know. How are you doing? Are you watching football? Are you eating supper? Are you grilling? Are you getting ready for bed? Are you working a night shift? Let us know. What's going on out there? We hope everybody's doing good. Sharon, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I know how you're doing. Believe me, I can't stop knowing how you're doing. Did I mention last time we were on that you were going to play some fantasy football this year?
I think so.
And did I mention that hopefully you don't start winning because you are a nightmare to live with when you're winning and beating everyone in any game or any event or anything?
That I've played. Let's see. This is my fifth week or fourth week.
Yeah, this is week 3. We're just finishing up. There's 2 games playing tonight, as a matter of fact.
Actually, okay.
We are up against 2 Monday Night Football games. How can we compete with that?
I am getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so I'm on a team with in a league. Okay, there we go. A league with 4 other guys.
Actually, with 5.
5?
We did a little family thing with Maxwell and some other folks, and there you go.
5, and me. So I am the only female player, and
don't bring female male into it. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with it.
And I have won every game so far. I'm the only one in the league that has won every game so far. You have
officially won today's game too. You're 3-0. Everyone else is 2-1 or 1-2.
I even beat
or 0-3. You did beat me, as a matter of fact.
That was the first week.
Yeah, so I taught you everything you know, and that's how I am. Yes, Matt Bird says week 3, Birds to Asmus 0. Yes, that's an unrelated to Sharonatsea league, but yes, it certainly is.
I could probably take over that league, so we can start winning.
Yes, you should get into the Sharonatsea league as well. Maybe it's time to hang up my cleats after a rough game. But anyway, all right. So that's our football talk for the evening. We want to get that out of the way while folks joined in, and we hope everyone's kind of batting down the hatches there, because guess what? It's that time of year. It's time for Hurricane Helene is coming your way to a theater near you. So get ready for that. What's the deal on that, Sharon? What do you know about that hurricane?
I think coming up through was like Gulf area there, and I heard it may hit Cozumel and
Cancun,
yeah,
maybe Grand Cayman Islands,
yeah.
Maybe if anyone's in Western Cuba right now, you may want to get the heck out of there. Then it's going to be coming up, and then it's going to go right into the armpit, if you will, of did they call it the armpit of Florida? The panhandle. Like like the Destin, maybe into Alabama. I call it the armpit.
That's the Gulf.
Because it looks like I don't know which way it goes on the screen, but it looks like Florida's just got an armpit hanging out there. Listen, it's great to see everybody. It's been 2 weeks since we've seen you. A lot's been going on, and we have just been, every time we sit down to start creating some new content, we are sidetracked, and the sidetracking keeps happening. As the other day, the sink fell apart in the other bathroom. So today I spent the day fixing, replacing, and repairing a sink in the bathroom. So it's a nonstop challenge over here, trying to get back up to speed. But we promise there's some content coming your way. We've relaxed, taken a breath over the summertime, and we'll be back and rocking.
September off.
We definitely took September off. We took September. We definitely took September off, and maybe like late August as well. So we'll be back. We'll be back and ready to go here soon. So hang in there for us.
We'll be back in October. Maybe before October is another week and a half. But
I think
October for sure.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting an ad. I know somebody said they saw a ton of ads last week.
Yeah, I think
I can't control. I'm on medium ad play. I'm not doing the high-end ad. If you're getting ads, then I don't know what to tell you because we're not getting more money for those ads. So it's YouTube is getting greedy. And that's
Yeah.
really all I can say about
Someone
that.
said they had more ads on the replay, so I don't know if they
Yes,
add
Debbie
more
Rain
ads
said
to
she's
the...
counted 14 ads
Oh
in
my
the entire, which
So
is
far?
insane.
Oh, wow.
No, I mean not so far here, but in the replay from last week.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, there's not 14 ads in the first 4 minutes.
I was like, we haven't even been on for.
Can we do a shout out to the Hammer and the Nail, as we call them, Nautical Nurse Nancy, Leanne Francisconi. The ladies are here. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy
They are both
schedule.
here tonight.
Well, I mean, Nancy's schedule is busy. I know she's doing a lot. Leanne's just been pretty much hanging out at Disney World every day. That's what I can tell. I'm not sure what else she's doing. Every day she's got a picture with a martini in one hand and some delicious entree in another. I don't know. Those guys are living the good life down there in Florida right now. Really quick, if you're here and it's your first time, welcome. And if you don't know who you're looking at on your right, you got Sharon right here. My name is Jamie. Together with Sharon at Sea Travel. Sharon is the boss. She is one of the greatest travel agents around. So if you need to book your cruise, get that thing going any place, any cruise line, anywhere, anytime, contact her at sharonatsea@gmail.com. And they just call me the eye candy, I think is what they usually, is that what they call me, Sharon?
Well,
Not necessarily?
that's what you call yourself.
Okay, let's see. We're going to get into some questions here. If you have a question, please put the word question out there, like type it in big letters, just like Terry did. And that way we can see it, address any and all of your questions. We love questions about booking cruises, excursions, whatever the case is. So throw those out there at us. And we'll talk about anything you guys want to talk about tonight that has to do with cruising. And let's start off right here with Terry Gallant. Question, what do you think of Royal's recent ban on multi-outlet plugs? A lot of those plugs are not rated for high current, meaning that if you plugged a hairdryer on them, they could overheat.
Well,
What do you think, Sharon?
a lot of the cruise lines have said in the past that they're, I guess, not really banning them, but they always say they will confiscate them, especially if they're non-surge protector.
Mm-hmm.
So Royal's just kind of enforcing that, I guess, right now.
That's it?
Well,
People are outraged. I'm seeing comments. People are losing their mind out there because of this thing. No, I don't know. I mean, we always bring the little square Tron. We've been bringing that thing for 5 years now.
We haven't had trouble with that.
No
one.
issues at all, and I'm not
even
sure if
on
they'll
Royal,
still
but that was
take it.
a few months ago.
Well, I wonder if it's going to be like sometimes if you ever leave something plugged in your cabin and then you go out for the day, whether maybe you're out off the ship or something like that, they'll unplug it. We've had that happen when we have like a laptop plugged in or some other things are charging, and the cabin crew will unplug it.
Actually, the one time we had the laptop plugged in, they didn't do it. I think because they were afraid maybe we had something we were working on.
Oh,
But,
I thought you were going to comment on the time when they did do it and we were uploading a video and it shut down the whole dang deal.
Oh, it did. Oh, they did do that. Oh, I didn't.
happened once, too.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, but other times when we've just had, a lot of times we'll leave it plugged in and we'll leave all of our cords kind of plugged into that, and then they're just kind of hanging there, and where we would plug our phones in and things. They'll come in and unplug that when they clean our room usually.
That is right.
I think most every cruise line's done that to us.
No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
And that's probably something that they're told to do by their bosses, on the cruise.
That's right. Oh, Wendy Johnstone says it's her first time here. Well, welcome, Wendy. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome, Wendy.
We appreciate seeing you here, and we're glad that you're doing okay.
Yes.
Also, Wendy. We won't go into any details, but we are glad that we have you here, and we'll be seeing you soon. Do y'all like early check-in? What time do you recommend? Said Lore E.
We do like early check-in. We
Lucy.
like.
I gotta let Lucy out. Lucy's sitting here growling at the door. She wants to get out of the room.
Okay.
I'll be right back. You hold down the check-in question.
Yeah. We like early check-in. We always try to check in as early as possible because we like to get on the ship as soon as possible. But it just depends. Everyone's different. Some people like to go a little later after all the people calm down so that they can just walk right on the ship. Some people prefer that. But if you want to have more time on the ship, like a longer day, I would suggest going early and getting an early check-in.
Yeah, I think the one time I hear people say it's good is if you have little kids.
Yeah.
And if the kids get feisty and they get rowdy and they don't want to sit around,
Sometimes
they don't do well
it's good
with
to
that.
go later. That way you can just walk right on the ship, go right to your cabin, and it makes for a smooth transition. Yeah, for
Exactly.
kids.
Exactly. All right, let's see. We'll see what else. Okay. I saw that question again. We got your question in there, Lori. You're good to go.
Yeah.
You are good to go. I saw a question
just-
earlier. Somebody dropped early in the day. Mr. Bum, I believe, Beauty and the Bum Travel, had said, if you're going to Galveston and the price is the same, which hotel do you recommend? The Tremont House or the Harbor House? Which one would you go with, Sharon? Cruising out of Galveston. You got to stay the night
that's
before.
hard because I really liked both hotels a lot. Those are probably my two favorites. But I would probably go with Harbor House just because it's a little bit closer. It's right there. You know, you can walk to the port from both of them, but you just have a little bit longer walk from the Tremont House.
Yeah.
And if you're into ghosts, then maybe you want to stay at the Tremont House because they are known to have ghosts.
We did have a ghost in our room last time, as a matter of fact.
But I like the Harbor House probably.
Kim Rubicker says, I wonder if it's just the corded ones that they're more worried about. Maybe. I don't know. I've seen a few pictures of some other bloggers, and they're showing the little block one that just plugs right into the wall. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, the newer ships too, all the newer ships have so many outlets and like USB ports, USB-C ports and everything that you almost don't even need one.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get by and even plugging in laptops, cameras, gear, all kinds of things, and get by without having one nowadays on the newer ships.
The older ships, though, forget about it. You got one plug, unless you also don't forget you can bring a European plug, and then you can be running two at one time. But I guess that would be an extra plug anyway.
Yeah.
Michael Hartloff says, "I'm on Symphony of the Seas." No, and there are plenty of plugs.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes I think they put this stuff out there just to kind of get people to not do it. Like they're not going to really enforce it, but they're just saying, "Hey, don't do it. We don't want people to do it." So they'll make a big deal and announce, "Yes, we're not allowing them anymore," and people won't bring them. But they're really not going to do much about it anyway. Yeah. So you never know.
Well, they have been taking them away.
Speaking of Royal Caribbean, just so you know, guys, it doesn't happen to just Carnival Cruise Line. Sharon, what's going on with the Icon of the Seas right now?
Oh, it is. Well, it's going slow out at sea.
She's got some issues.
Yeah. So they're kind of working on it now. They canceled the Port of St. Thomas today. They are going to make it to St. Martin tomorrow. They're going at a slow speed, I think, like about 15 knots or so. And then they'll make it back to Miami. And they did cancel next week's sailing so they can do some repairs on it. It is mechanical, but they're not really disclosing what the mechanical issues are at this time. Although I was told the captain came on the intercom and announced that they would be missing their port today and going on to St. Martin, and that
Will they miss St. Thomas today or something
St.
like
Thomas.
that? Ooh,
And
that hurts.
they would be going slow the rest of the time, but they are safe. He assured everyone they're safe, that they're just going to be going slow due to mechanical issues. But he didn't say what the mechanical issues were on the announcement either. So.
Well, I don't know if they're going slow. It's got something to do with propulsion. Let me say that again. Propulsion. I like saying that. And so it's got to be something like that. But I just think it's crazy that, Icon of the Seas is literally the new. It's the newest ship on the seven seas practically, and they're having issues with that big bad boy. And imagine the loss. Now you said that the people on the cruise now, they offered them 1 day of the cruise refunded as onboard credit.
Yeah, for the day they're missing in St. Thomas.
I don't know about that's a little weak. And then the people that got canceled are probably getting.
They got 100% refund, and they're also getting all of their drink packages. Anything purchased funded, and then they're also getting 100% future cruise credit.
But imagine if you booked this Icon cruise like a year ago, and a half ago, and now the prices are doubled, or in some cases even more than that. And man,
well, then you can.
I would be bent.
I guess you'll use your refund and your 100% future cruise credit.
Well, it's like, okay, you want to talk about like an old Carnival ship like the Vista, right? That's having trouble now. We had trouble last year for New Year's. What was it? The Panorama had issues, and we were okay, is it going to sail? Is it not going to sail? What's going to happen? And these ships have been around for a long time, but Icon of the Seas, boom, ouch, that hurts. For anyone who's going next week on Icon, who is now not going, our thoughts are with you.
There's a lot of
thoughts and prayers.
People.
Thoughts and prayers are with you. we're thinking of you. We are thinking of you. Let's see. Nancy says, "Whoa, I was wondering where I would go with my outrage, and now I can deposit the outrage right here." Nancy, we got your outrage. Whatever you want to be outraged about, you bring it right here and drop it in the chat. We'll work it out together, girl. We will work it out together. Yeah, Heidi says, "I wish Royal would clarify more details on what they mean. It's so vague, which is causing the scare." Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. Luckily, you can get one of those little plugs for I don't know what, like $10 nowadays. I mean, they're dirt cheap. They're pretty cheap anyway. So nothing wrong with bring one and see what happens. I guess I don't know whether it's better to maybe bring it in your carry-on so it's mixed in with a bunch of stuff with your toiletries, so maybe it blends in a little more. Maybe they're looking for them in your checked bags. I don't know.
We always bring it in our carry-on, but I don't. If they're having issues, something like that might be better take it in your checked bag, kind of wrapped up in something.
No, you're right. You are right. Let's see. What else do we have there? What else do we have in the chat? Let's see what else is going on. Sharon, you got anything else on your little list of things you want to go over with? Shana Reeds has a question for the chat. Someone was going on New Orleans cruise a while back, and there was a hurricane issues. Were you able to do your cruise? If anybody's in here that was dealing with that, let us know.
You know what? That was probably Tess. Tess. Yeah. She did.
She made it.
She made her cruise.
Listen, find out Tess Almond that hurricane's not stopping her from anything.
But maybe you can tell us, Tess, how your weather was and if you had any issues.
Tess says, as a matter of fact, here's a comment from Tess. For the first time, I reported someone to security last week. They were throwing cigarette butts overboard. I also recommended they post signs for the idiots that don't know better. That is wild. Imagine that. I mean, again, obviously it's a fire hazard, but even like a butted out cigarette butt, just being down below and getting smacked in the head with it. Oh God,
that's crazy because you would think people would know better, like that you wouldn't have to post signs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know people throw cigarettes all over on the ground and different places, but yeah, I don't know. Throwing them overboard a ship.
Well, listen, I'm glad to see that Tess was all over that and she was handling business, so that is good. Daniel Fields says, question, was it hard to watch Boswell, the kicker, yesterday? Oh, Daniel, I did make a comment about that the Pittsburgh Steelers kicker is named Boswell, and Boswell was our little doggy that we lost. So, Daniel, it was. Thank you for remembering little Boswell. And thank you for bringing up the devastation of the loss. Not only did we lose the game, but we lost pretty much our top 4 players as well. So what are you going to do? Crazy Cat Traveler says, I stayed at the George Manor in Galveston. Relatively inexpensive, not far from stuff, and it's a historical building.
Sounds
kind of cool. But did they have ghosts there? That's what we want to know.
Nancy just said good times at the Tremont. Yeah, that was good times. That was
good times.
Several of us stayed at the Tremont.
Yeah. Almost got us thrown out of there, Nancy, didn't you? Almost got us thrown out of there.
A couple years ago. Yeah.
It definitely wasn't my fault. I was definitely innocent.
It certainly wasn't mine.
Jamie Wilhite, hello. We see you, and we hope you're doing good, girl. Hopefully you are doing great. What else has happened in the last couple of weeks? You know what? I've been rocking lately. Can I tell you that? If you guys were here 2 weeks ago, I was talking about the concerts that I went to. A month ago or so, I went to see Limp Bizkit. We'll get back to cruising in a minute. I'm just excited to talk about it. Now, last weekend, I went to a concert Saturday night, and it was Candlebox, Jerry Cantrell, and the band Bush, which I left after about 4 songs. It was horrible. And then Sunday night, the headliner, I went with Callie, and we went together, and we rocked, and it was Slipknot, and it was unbelievable. Sharon, why didn't you go to those concerts with us? Is that not your wheelhouse? It's not your jam?
Not Slipknot.
No, Slipknot. Well, you let me go by myself to that Candlebox concert.
Well,
and that was the best. That was the best of the whole dang weekend for me.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be a little warm outside still to be just standing out there waiting for the band.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's still over 100 degrees here.
Good call. Crazy Cat Traveler said, I wonder if Royals rule will go the way of Norwegian's famous in-person muster drill snafu. That was crazy when Norwegian thought they would bring back the in-person muster drill, which they did on our Vlogger extravaganza cruise that time, and then they disbanded that right away. Let's see. I got a question here.
Speaking of Norwegian,
Yes.
I won't disclose anything really, but they are going to have some changes coming October 1st, and I'll post it on our group on October 1st.
Oh.
I know what they are, but technically no one is supposed to say anything
You've
until
been
October
sworn
1st.
to secrecy?
So I'm not going to be the one to say anything.
Sharon, just tell
I'm
these
sure
people-
someone else
Listen,
might
there's
say
only,
something
like-
online, but
There's only 175 people out there. Come on, let them know what's going
let
on.
me just say it has to do with the free at sea perk.
Woo!
The name is going to change. It's not going to be free at sea anymore, and it is going to be called more at sea. And there's some changes coming. That's
There
all
you
I'm
go.
going to say. There's some changes coming, and they're not bad changes necessarily. So
Listen, change
you know, it
can
is
be
called
good.
more at sea. So they'll give you a hint.
Stephanie Davies says, cruising out of Miami Saturday, flying in Friday. There's talks of storms hitting land Thursday night. Should I be worried? When will we know if we have later embarkation? Well, I mean, depending on where you're coming from, where your plane's coming from, you know, it can certainly affect you. But the storm is really supposed to go up into the Panhandle area. So although they might get some washout there in Key West and, you know, that area, Miami and Fort Lauderdale, that whole strip, I don't think there's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I am not
And
a
if
weatherman,
there's
so
anything that
keep that in mind.
changes with either a early or a late embarkation, Carnival always sends out letters. At least they have over the last couple months to everyone that like a day or two before, and tells them to come either a little later or a little earlier.
If you're that worried, I mean, get a backup plan together. Just know what you might want to do, you know, in the event that something gets changed. I would imagine once you get to Miami, you ought to be good to go, especially if you're leaving on Saturday. But, you know, put a backup plan into place. That way, if you get all the way to Miami and a curveball gets thrown or there's a delay, hey, you got something else you can do. Go have some fun and turn a lemon into lemonade, I think is
But
what
if I
they
hear
say.
anything, Stephanie, I will definitely let you.
Belize to do from Janelle Chu. What's up, Janelle? Would you suggest Gough Island?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice. Take a little boat over there. Great snorkeling. That's a great option.
You know, we always promote
That-
doing your own excursion whenever you can. And you know, and of course we use a Shore Excursions group is a great company you can go with. It's someplace that Sharon has an affiliate link with. It's always going to be in the description of the video, so look for that link if you want to book something for your cruise. Shore Excursions Group, they've got a back-to-ship guarantee and all that good stuff, so they run great excursions for you, and you can do that kind of stuff. But Belize is one of those places where maybe I don't mind doing a cruise excursion,
Well,
especially if it's going to one of those little islands, because they'll pick you up at the cruise ship while you're tendered out. It's as opposed to going all the way into port on a tender, and it's at least a 10, 12, 13-minute ride at least, and then heading back over to a Gough Cay or island or whatever it is. Am I right? Or
you can, but
I feel like you're not on the same page.
You can
with me on
go
that.
and get a pre-book a little boat that goes from the port and goes over there, and most likely you should make it back on time. It's not that far. It's just a little boat ride. But I wouldn't suggest just walking out of the port and aimlessly walking through Belize, because, you know, I don't know. Some people have, and they say they felt safe, but a lot of people said they don't feel safe. So,
There you go.
So I wouldn't really recommend with not having some sort of excursion in Belize. You're going to go outside of the port.
I totally agree. Let's see. Heidi says we'd have an issue if they won't allow my husband extension and adapter for his CPAP.
Oh,
Our cord isn't surge protected. And
yeah.
a minimum
They should.
waters for small
Yeah, they
appliances.
should allow that, because they do actually tell people if they have a CPAP to bring their own extension cord, because they do have some on board that they will hand out to people if they need them, but they're limited. This is what they always tell me, they're limited, and they can't guarantee that they'll have one for the guest. So they do recommend bringing your own, but they do want it to be in new type condition. They don't want something that has, you know, cords with frays and that looks unsafe.
Lori's got another question for Cozumel. Do you recommend Mr. Santos or El Cielo? I don't know. I don't know if I'm familiar with El Cielo.
We have not been to El Cielo.
That's right.
So
Now we've been to Paradise Beach Club, amazing. We've been to why is it escaping me? The smaller one.
Del Mar Latino.
We went to Del Mar Latino. That place was fantastic. It's very chill there, but fantastic.
Yeah, that's a real small place. So if you're just looking for something kind of chill, and don't really want to hang out on the beach so much, that's a good place.
What's the other beach club where they only have like 150 limit or something like that?
Nachi Cacon.
Nachi Cacon. Okay,
Yeah,
that's another
that's a
place
really
we've been.
nice place too. Actually, my answer to that would be it depends on what type of experience you want.
Yes.
If you want a quiet experience and you want a nice beach, Nachi Cacon's great. If you want a party atmosphere and beach, Mr. Sancho's. We like Paradise Beach because it gives you that too, but it's a little more of a family and party atmosphere.
That's right.
Yeah,
I can
and
take
the
my
other-
family and I can party.
yeah. And the other one, we have not been there, so I can't.
You can't speak to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. El Cielo, we got to look into that. Thanks for the heads up on there, Lower E. Sue O'Connor says, just make sure you put it away. I think she's talking about the extender. Just make sure you put it away before the cabin steward comes in to clean.
Yeah.
Sue, you sneaky little rascal. I knew Sue would come up with something like that. She is a little sneaky pants. Who else do we... Oh, I see Matt Bird out there. What is going on, Matt? Matt is chilling in... He's watching his team, Monday Night Football. He's a Bengals fan. But he said he will also tune into Sharon Sea Travel. I think he's out like with a bunch of guys. I think he was saying that he found a bar. It was like ladies' night or something. He said it was crazy. And there were chicks every. Did he say it?
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear him say that?
Yeah, you just.
I thought he
you
said
just
that.
think Gina's watching, and that's what you're
I
saying.
thought no. I don't. I'm not sure if Gina, his lovely wife, is watching, but I just think might be what Matt's doing. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe if they have like a tracking on their phone. Maybe Gina should just look into that really quick and see what's going on down there. Definitely take it in the carry-on. That way, if they want to look, you're right there. That's right, Heidi. You don't want to have to go down to the naughty room if they find it in your checked bag. Anything they find that shouldn't be there in your checked bag. And then they call you down and they say, excuse me, we found this. And we're going to have to kick you off the ship because you're trying to plug in more than one item to charge at one time. That would be an outrage. All right, so what else do we have? We've talked a little bit about the hurricane. Are we talking much about what we've got going on our next cruise?
Well, we have
talked about that before.
Yeah,
First time on Princess?
Well, we haven't talked that much, but yeah, we'll talk more about it later. But yeah, in a couple weeks we'll be on Princess, on Sun Princess. So we're looking forward to that. It's our first time on Princess, so we'll see. It's got a lot of negative things going on right now, so we'll see.
Yes, it does.
We'll see how it is, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it because we always find fun everywhere.
Okay. Hold on. I don't want to miss any questions, and we were a little bit behind in the chat. Let's see. You got to root for the Bills. I don't know about that, buddy. Is that Ralph Field? What's going on? Since we just got off Horizon yesterday. Saturday night, the ship lost power for 10 minutes. Oh my God, that's not good. What will be the impacts of the longshoremen strikes, and what will those be on cruising? I don't know what kind of impact that'll be. I mean, the longshoremen, in my opinion, are they handle such different things. I mean, when the trucks are coming in, like when the ship pulls into port and they start getting loaded on with all their product and everything like that, they've got their own people there doing that. There's a few people, there's 3 or 4 vehicles taking stuff off of trucks and putting on pallets, and then the cruise ships actually come out and get with their own little forklifts, and they get the pallets onto the ship and all that kind of stuff, and they drive those forklifts right back onto the ship. So I don't know that it'll have that much of an impact. The porters doing, I don't know if they're part of the strike, if the longshoremen are striking. So maybe it could affect the overall operation of a port, which could slow down something for the cruising. But I'm not 100% sure it'll be that big of a deal, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a pro on it or anything like that. So,
there's a good one. Danny D, the spectacular supporter, says, I'm buying a Sharon and Sea hoodie this weekend to support you two. Been watching your old videos. I'm watching the Carnival Horizon group.
Wow, that is an old
thank
one, but that
you.
is a good one. So thank you,
Yes,
Danny
yeah,
D. We
thank
appreciate
you.
that very much. And that's right. You can go to Spreadshirt. You can go to Teespring. You can find Sharon and Sea gear. whether you want something to promote that you love ducks, or maybe you want to promote that you love to drink on your cruise, or it's cruise day, or maybe you love dirty martinis and you like it dirty and you want to I like it dirty shirt. We've got it all over there, so go check that out. Thank you for mentioning that. We always appreciate that. Let's see. Too soon for a cabin count for the Viva Europe. Never too soon for that crazy cat traveler.
I mean, right now, we have exactly as of today, 50 cabins now. But I don't.
50 cabins are going on the Greek Isles
Most of them
cruise
are
in
double
2026.
occupancy, but there's some solo occupancies too. So I don't have the exact
Oh my god.
person count, but there's 50 cabins.
That's right. We talked about it. We're not going to do much group cruise promoting tonight. We just wanted to get away from that for a minute. But if you do want to know anything about the group cruises, shoot Sharon an email, sharonatsea@gmail.com, or you can also look online at sharonatsea.com and check that out as well. Or jump into the Facebook page, Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. Join us there, ask a question in there or whatever the case is, and we'll answer you. And we'll talk all about any other upcoming group cruises that we've got going on. So keep that in mind. John and Diamond are out there. What's up, John and Diamond? They are pumping out content like crazy. Make sure you check them out. John, Jon, and Diamond, Dymon. Okay, I got to give you the spelling. You got to find it. Let's see. NCL has been shaving things away since the pandemic. We may actually be done with them, said Daniel Fields. Come on, Daniel. You guys are done staying in the Haven. Are you sure? Are you sure? We'll talk more about that.
I think all the cruise lines are shaving things away, as you put it. I mean, that's just everything. Everything's you're getting less, and it's costing more these days.
Less for more, baby. That's how it works. Listen, did we not say that during the pandemic that when cruising comes back? Remember, guys, we all said this. When cruising comes back, I don't care how much it costs. I'm going. Well, now you're being put to the test with that stuff. Question from Beverly Juka. Is NCL changing their cruise next certificates? We still have 4 to use. It would be a bummer if I couldn't use them. Is that the change?
No, it doesn't have anything to do
You're
with
clear.
the cruise next certificates. You are good to.
You are clear. And Kevin Brubaker says, I'm only a few hand motions of showing where the storms are away from being a meteorologist. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you appreciating that.
Speaking of cruise next certificates too, through the end, the month's almost up now, but through the end of September, you can double up on your cruise next certificate.
Sugar says, hi everyone. Did I miss anything? I just woke up from a 3-hour nap.
Oh.
Well, yeah, Sugar. We just spent the last 35 minutes talking all about the New Year's Eve group cruise. So you missed it.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's not true. That's not true at all. Hello, Laura from Huddle Adventures. How are you doing out there? Charles Hahn, I see you, my friend. Nice to see you. It's almost like Charles Hahn was part of the motivation for that Greek Isles trip, wasn't he?
Well,
a little bit?
I think everyone loved all the pictures posted. Yeah.
That's right. Let's see. What else do we have going on here? I see people chatting away. And remember, guys, if you're here and you're watching and you're listening, but you're not chatting, you're not interacting, please just make sure that you're subscribed for 1 minute, just 1 minute. And you can jump in the chat, say hi, make some friends, meet some cruising buddies, ask all your questions. I mean, Sharon's right here. It's like contacting, like, let's say we were lawyers and you had a question about law. You would ask Sharon. Let's say we were doctors and you had a question about an upcoming surgery. You would ask that question. Sharon is an unbelievable travel specialist. She's a professional. She's been doing it for, how many years have you been doing it? 5 years, 6 years? 7 years? 8 years. Shows how much I know. Thousands of cruises booked. So ask your questions.
Oh my gosh.
I'm on fire tonight.
Sue O'Connor says Belize is pretty shady.
Yes. Sue, well, yeah, you're right about that, Sue. It can be a little shady. Heidi says, as a reminder, it hasn't been that long. You couldn't smoke on balconies, less than 10 years. Nowadays, with they have those LNG ships and I love when you get on the ship and they're fueling up and all the smokers are so pissed off because they want to go have a cigarette, but they can't anywhere because they're fueling there's like a fuel barge next to the cruise ship. Hopefully, who said Tess said that they were throwing the cigarette butts overboard. Hopefully they weren't doing them there.
Douglas Bray.
Oh God, that's a good question. You want to read it?
Have you warmed up at all to the idea of a vloggers cruise 2.0? No, not really. I don't. We don't have any plans to do it. I mean, I don't know if someone else will do it and other people be involved down
Yeah.
the road. I have no idea, but it's not something we plan to do.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And there's the main reason is I just felt like we didn't get to spend enough time with people. Even though we're there, we really didn't get any time to just chat with people and interact. It was just, there's just too many
That is
people.
right. We barely got to hang out with Julie Amos, who's right there and said, so nice to see you guys after the weekend. I think we're like 10 minutes behind. I see Matt Bird saying, no, I'm working. And I see Gina saying, shush, Jamie. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Looking forward to seeing you. So we're going to be seeing those guys soon, as a matter of fact. B-State67 just got a commercial break. Okay, let me catch up on the chat a little bit, but I'm going to go. I don't want to miss any questions. And if you made a question or you had something for us that we missed, please put it out there again. So you never know. Tess says, something I haven't noticed before. Security was patrolling the hallways after 1 a.m. for disruptive kids. That's good.
I've been noticing a little more of that lately on cruises. And I don't know. I feel like cruises, that kind of stuff happens so much more these days than it used to. You know, kids would run around and have fun, and you might hear them laughing and giggling and that kind of stuff. And that never bothered me. But now there's just a lot of them that get kind of out of control.
That's right. That is right. Let's see. A little more talk about the longshoremen stuff. Brad and Linda Sherman, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us. The longshoremen tie up the vessels, and they do more than people think. Oh yeah, I'm sure they do a lot of stuff over there. But just as far as what happens with the crews coming in, getting supplies, and then getting out of there, you know, hopefully they can handle it themselves, and they hire people directly. You know, depending on where they are. A lot of times, you know, they have such a relationship with the cruise port. I don't know how it works if there's a strike. I don't know if they have scabs, as they call them, to cross the picket line. But I got to figure they're going to find some way to get it done. I mean, I think that strike is more, if those guys are wanting something, which is probably usually benefits or money, one or the other or both, messing with cruises may not be as effective as messing with, somebody said commercial supplies. I saw somebody put in there and stuff like that. So
let's see.
Janelle had a question about dolphin encounter at Nachi place in Cozumel is worth it. I don't know that there's a dolphin encounter at the Nachi Cacombe, but there's one at Shakanab.
And I think they have Dolphinaris too.
Everybody's Shakanab.
They have one.
Everybody.
But
that's all I want to do.
I think the dolphin excursions are pricey, but I do think they're worth it at least to do once, because I think they're a lot of fun. I mean, we did it several years ago when Matthew was smaller, and it was so much fun getting in the water. You know, you get to interact with the dolphins. You even get to kind of jump on their back and swim across the water, and it's kind of one of those things that you should do at least once, and just kind of spend the money and do it once.
I know you can be torn, dolphins, captivity. I get it, but hopefully
I was thinking of the fun.
I know. That's what I say. You can be torn by it, but hopefully they're well fed, they're well taken care of, they're nurtured, they're loved, and it looks like they really enjoyed what they were doing. And so that's the best that I can say. And hey, if they're going to be there, then let's make sure we give the place a lot of business so they can take the best care possible of the dolphins. How's that logic for you? You like that one?
So.
You like that one, don't you? Hold on. There were some other things that I saw here, and I didn't want to miss it out. Julie says, I have my first Halloween cruise coming up, as well as my first side-by-side, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, that is exciting.
That will be exciting. I don't know what she's going to dress up as. Nancy Field says, go on a Canada cruise if y'all have a chance. Just not on NCL.
Oh,
Nancy, what's happening? Are you and Daniel, you're turning on NCL. I know you're on NCL, or you were on the Joy, I think, as a matter of fact. I bet they probably, you know, those guys get taken care of pretty well. Maybe they changed the recipe for the Blackberry Smash. And Daniel Fields doesn't like it. Something like that, I'm not sure. But we need to hear all about that. So let's make sure that we're cruising together soon so you guys can give us all the dirt and all the details. Let's see what else. Kimberly Baker said, Sharonatsea Travel caused me to win so much on our last cruise that we got free cruises for the next 2 years. She is the best. Wow.
I don't know how I caused you to win, but hey, I'll take the credit.
Listen, nice work.
But hey, yeah, you got a lot of free cruises. You already got some great cruises coming up.
Doug Bray is asking for more people to hit the thumbs up button. I don't know. I don't know how many people are here.
Thanks,
182. Not too bad considering we're competing with life in general and 2 football games. 2 highly anticipated football games. So if you guys want to hit the thumbs up, that'd be super cool. That would be super. Hold on, let me do this. I've seen other guy do this. Okay. I've got where's 100? I think we can get to 183 thumbs up here in the next 15 minutes. What do you say? Come on, we can do it. I can't really see how many thumbs up there are, but still. Looking forward to the Greece trip, Julie. It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, we are too. I wish it wasn't so far away. I'm already wanting to look at things and research things and get ready for it, and I know it's just too early.
That is true. Wendy, will you say hi to Roger for us? And I know I mentioned it earlier, but we are really glad that you are doing better, doing well, and back to your old self, and look forward to see you.
Debbie, are we going to have a separate med group cruise page like
like New Year's Eve?
Yeah. Debbie, I'll send you the link. I thought I sent it to you already. I was trying to send it to everyone with their confirmations. So after the show,
are you trying to keep Debbie out of the group?
No. You know what?
Unbelievable.
She probably booked it before we made the group, and I couldn't remember who I'll go back and do it. But I will send it to you tonight, Debbie.
Yes, we'll get it going for you.
I'll email you the link.
We will get it going for you.
And anyone else that needs the link that doesn't have it.
Matt Bird said, right, my accountant wants to know what's this new SAST budgeting line item. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, but
all those cruises.
Yes. Listen, Matt, at the end of the day, that's why if you notice that we're just a little bit nicer to Gina when we cruise with you guys, we go to the source, dude. We go to the source. We go with the boss, buddy. We go with the boss. Let's see. Can I use a second cruise next in a solo cabin? Said Julie Amos. Question for you.
Sometimes when they're doing the double up, you can, but most of the time you can't.
Mm-hmm.
On the solo, the studio solo.
Yes. Shauna Morrison says, what to pack for clothes for Barcelona next week? Barcelona, hang on a second.
You should have
what's the weather in Barcelona?
Great weather in Barcelona right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be nice. It won't be hot, and it's not going to be cold. It's going to be great.
Okay, Barcelona.
See, I was right.
Iowa? No, that's a different.
Oh my God.
Barcelona.
You're not even looking in the right country.
I don't know. I think I'm in Barcelona. Okay, yeah, Barcelona, Spain. All right, looks like it's right now it's 65 degrees. I don't know what time it is right now.
It is.
It's probably about 3. It's about 3 a.m. right now there.
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact.
So
looks like maybe
probably
a little precipitation. But she's going. When does she say she's going? Because I need to answer this question. Next week, 65. I don't know. It sounds like sweatshirt weather.
Well,
maybe like capris. Make sure you bring some comfortable sneakers for walking around.
And that evening, like a hoodie or something. Bring a little jacket in case there's a little bit of rain or anything.
Speaking of comfortable sneakers.
It should be pretty nice during the day. Yeah, definitely good walking shoes because anytime you go to anywhere in Europe, you're going to walk a lot.
And if it's a little chilly in the morning, throw an extra layer on. And make sure you have a backpack or something to carry bag. That way you can just take a layer off as you go and you won't be too warm or uncomfortable. Because nothing worse than getting on a bus or something or walking around town and you're a little bit warm or you want to be able to have a bag you can carry and do that. And speaking of comfortable sneakers, Sharon has turned me off.
I don't even have any of these myself. But
I'm a Skechers guy now.
But I
found these slip-in sneakers that are comfortable with an arch. I've been having a lot of trouble like walking long distances. My feet start aching, standing, and I think it's just bad arch support in some of the boat shoes I was wearing and stuff like that. And these new Skechers I have been rocking lately have been amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
you like
amazing.
them so much. We went shopping the other night and you got another pair.
I did get another pair.
But
I'm a Skechers guy now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means I'm getting old. Larry Bum had a lot of fun when I was rocking my New Balance white the white leather ones, the
Well,
old guy
but
ones
you
with
got
the N on
those-
them.
You got those just.
I got those just to walk.
For our Europe trip because.
But they were heavy.
Yeah.
And
Skechers
so
are light.
yeah, make sure you're lightweight, good support, and you ought to be good to go. Question: how do I pay for all the cruises I booked? Totally kidding. You're not kidding. Well, here's what you do. Garage sale. Start with the garage sale. Facebook Marketplace. You can bring some extra money in.
Don't quit your job.
Peter Assacker coming from England. What airport is better to fly into?
Coming from England or going?
Are you saying going? Well, it says
I think
from
going.
England. Peter, if you're saying coming from England.
Well.
Oh, coming from England. Well, yeah, coming from England. What airport is better to fly into? Well, I don't know. If you're coming this way,
it depends what port you're going to.
I think so. But if you're just coming this way, try JFK.
Yeah.
It's a great hub. Or if you're going to be down south, maybe try Atlanta, another huge hub where you can get anywhere you want to go after going.
I know
there.
every time we've flown over to Europe the last 2 years, we've flown out of JFK there and flown back to JFK, and then we made our way back home from there. It ended up being cheaper that way as well.
It's like we have a special visitor in the chat. Right here.
Oh.
Look at that. These people are so special that their name has a gray box around it with a check mark. Gray box, check mark, and all. Maybe Tony, maybe Jenny and Tony. Maybe it's just Jenny. Maybe Jenny's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go check out Sharon Sea Travel tonight and see what they're talking about. Good to see you. La Lita Loca. Love you guys. Hope all is well.
Tony and Jenny. Whoever is there.
And yes, and we're looking forward to seeing them. What if they have any big plans for any Greek Isle cruises in the future? I wonder if they do. I don't know. I can't speak for anyone else. I can't speak for them. Oh, he said, oh yeah, hey, is it time for the Europe group cruise or what? That's right, guys. If you haven't heard yet and you've been living under a rock, then Tony and Jenny are scheduled, booked to be coming with us on the Greek Isles group cruise. So how is that for some great news? Yeah. And I wish it was, Tony. Look, Tony just literally came back he was in Venice for like 48 hours. I don't know what kind of jet lag that puts on you, buddy, but that looked like a great time. Congratulations on getting invited to that shindig out there with NCL. Yeah, it looked freaking awesome. It looked fabulous. So that's kind of exciting news as well. So if you didn't know it yet, they're actually even in the Facebook group already. They're just lurking. I think they lurk. They're lurkers. They don't say a lot in there. They just watch what's going on. They're seeing if there's going to be cool people involved or not, and then they jump out when you least expect it. Yes, Leanne says, oh yeah, I love Skechers now too. Oh, yeah, see, a lot of people are all over the Skechers. Slinky loves it. What's up, Slinky? Everyone from Lolita Loca, the mods.
Wear Skechers.
Skechers are the bomb.com.
I've never worn Skechers except for
Dusty77. First time I've seen that name ever. Loves the Skechers.
But I had a pair of Skecher like flip flops, and I wasn't a big fan of them. But then when you got your second pair of Skechers, we went there, and it was like a buy one get one half off, and there was not another one he wanted. So I'm like, well, I need to take advantage of this deal. So I found a pair. Yeah. I got a pair of Skechers.
Daniel Field says that. Forgive Tony for not tagging everyone if you say hi to him. Just assume that he is wishing you well there. Shana Reed said, good to hear about the Skechers. I tried them once, and there wasn't much support. All right, so here's the deal. There are older Skechers that are just like sneakers, but now the slip-in Skechers are big, and these things are real. And these, like, you can really slip into them nicely. It's not a pain in the butt.
Well,
they don't fold up on you or anything like that.
They say they're arch support. So there's I think they're
the ones I got have arch support. They have, and I'm a wide foot. So extra wide works for me, and they're light, and man, I'm loving them. Maybe we could do like a spot, like anybody from Skechers out there. We can do like a cross promotion. That'd be cool. Throw us some Skechers, lifetime supply. Let's see. Kevin says Skechers are great, but the soft soles are rough for us heavier gentlemen. But I love the go runs with the squishy sole. Listen, man, you got to get the one with the arch. There is an arch support one. And that's the way to go. Skechers are the best at Tessalmont. Tennis shoes and sandals both. We're converting to Skechers full time.
Yeah, they do a lot of sandals too. I've never tried those. Only the flip flop.
We'll get into them. We'll get onto all of them. and we'll be sporting them. Next time you see me on a cruise, I'll definitely be wearing them. Tony said, yeah, that turnaround was rough, but it was cool to be in Italy. Yeah, man. I do need to find out, how was that pizza though? I mean, was it like New York? Like would Jenny have approved of that pizza? Was it New York style? Or was it like a totally different thing? And the other bigger question I need to know before you get out of here, if you can tell me, was there pepperoni available? Because I've heard tell that, like, when you go to Italy and you ask for pepperoni, they're like, yeah, we don't actually do that. That's like a Western thing that they don't actually do pepperoni.
Any of the places we had pizza in Europe and other countries, not Italy, but
they do like different stuff.
It was a different. They said it was like pepperoni, but it was never like the pepperoni
well,
we were used to.
Remember that time when we first met up with the Francisconis and we were in New York and we went to an Italian place and ordered pepperoni pizza, and they're like, yeah, we don't do pepperoni. We're a real Italian restaurant. I was like, what?
Was that the place too? I can't remember where we asked. Was that the one we asked for extra Parmesan one time, and they didn't normally.
They didn't have. Yeah, they didn't have Parmesan either. Yes,
there was some place. I think it was there. Yeah, I was like, that was
people
weird.
are losing their minds over the Skechers. Even Tony's loving them.
Oh my God.
Skechers are great. I have a closet full. Like Curtis Polk. That's freaking awesome. That is fantastic. My Skechers flip flops with tennis shoe bottoms are my favorite. Tesla mom's wearing the Skechers. Matt Bird is. Hey Matt, you know what? Listen, you want shoe talk? You can go to You can go to other channels to get lawn talk. You can get golf talk. Here you get a little football. You get a little shoe talk, and we talk about cruising. But shoes are important because I'll tell you what. We were talking about this the other day. How what we want out of cruising we've had like a shift in lately in like the last, I don't know, like year and a half or so of what we really want from cruising. And it used to be just get me to the beach, get me some cold beer. Well, there's always cold beers, but get me to the beach, put me on a towel or a chair and let me bake. And we still like that. But this whole thing with Europe and seeing different places has really opened our eyes to what cruising can do for you. So that's been a very cool experience. And we found that when you go to these other places, you're not just going to the beach. You're not taking a taxi, getting out and walking 10 feet and plopping your butt down.
There's a lot of walking to see
Yes,
things.
you're walking and walking and more walking. So it is a big deal. So take care of those feet and they will take care of you. Crazy Cat Travis said, yeah, I have 0 hour support. I actually have to do physical therapy. Listen, get into the Skechers. You'll be healed. You will be healed. It'll be like if someone went like this, you are healed. Something along those lines. Tony said it was pretty much New York pizza. They had 2 options, cheese and salami, but it was pepperoni. Okay, so salami is pepperoni? What the hell? Hold on. Can I get I gotta get a note here. Salami is pepperoni. Okay. I gotta make sure. I gotta keep a note on that.
Yeah, I think I saw a picture of that. It looked like pepperoni. So maybe
So now Slinky's going in a different direction with Keen sandals. I don't know anything about the Keen. I can only talk to you about Skechers tonight. Bill Satan's wife said she doesn't wear anything besides Skechers. I don't know what that means. Like, does she wear anything else, or she just runs around the house naked in Skechers? Bill, I mean, you're TMI, buddy. That's TMI.
Oh my gosh.
Ken Brubaker, I won't read that out loud, and thank you for the heads up because I almost would have. John and Diamond. For us young crowd, we like Brooks, Solomon's, or Hoka's. Yeah, I know that. If you're young and you're healthy and you're physically fit,
Hoka's
like John and Diamond,
I've never
fine.
tried
You can wear whatever the hell you want.
But I know my mom has a pair of Hoka's.
You could tie like a palm leaf onto there or something like that. But for us older folks that might have put on a few pounds over the years, where our knees and our hips and our feet are starting to wear down, we need Skechers in our life.
Probably my most favorite pair of like athletic type of shoes that I wear are my Asics. I have a pair of Asics, and they are the most comfortable. Now I actually have 3 pairs of Asics, and one of them is like not having anything on your foot. It's so comfortable. The other 2 are very similar, but they're not as comfortable. So sometimes it's like you can get the same shoe and they're different.
All right. See, now later on you're going to say, oh, I remember the Asics. Remember, Jamie, when you used to work for Sports Authority and you always got the sweet deals on the sneakers. That's what's coming up next now. See where this conversation got me? I like my old man New Balance, said Kevin Brubaker. Frank Rose says, my wife only uses Skechers. She buys 3 pairs. Frank, nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. This conversation is bringing out a lot of new names out of the woodwork. I'm loving it. I am loving it. I love Skechers talk.
Oh.
Let's see. Hold on. Tesla Mon saying retracting a lot of stuff there. We'll have to follow up on that.
You missed it.
I did. I'm coming back. I was a little bit on the celebration. The pepperoni was different on the pizza. Kelly Ronaldo, you are absolutely right. Hey, Kelly. How are you?
Yeah.
You and Chris, miss you guys. Hope we get to see you soon. And the pepperoni was different. It was like they had all this leftover Italian salami something.
No, it wasn't that.
I don't know what the heck
was.
it was.
From came from the UK or something. It was.
I wasn't a fan of it.
It was almost like a bologna type thing or something. It was weird. It was not good at all.
Lori, Costa Maya. Question about Costa Maya. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Well, actually, there's not a lot of stuff. If you want to have some fun, you can rent a golf cart.
Yeah.
From the Red Shirts. Look up Red Shirts, Costa Maya.
And go down
the Maha Wall. You can drive down there. Be careful with the golf cart, but it's got a key. There's a lot of places you can park. Take your key with you. A lot of people love the Crazy Lobster. We didn't love the Crazy Lobster, but maybe that's a one-off.
Yeah,
and I think
that day.
Yeah.
There was another place kind of next door that we've been to before, but it closed down and reopened under a different name, and I can't think of the name right now, but it's right next door, I think, to the Crazy Lobster, and it was really good when it was the other name.
That's right.
We enjoyed that.
That is right. Let's see. Nancy saying hello to Julie and Brian at How We Cruise. What's going on, guys? How are you? You know what I think? Well, hold on. It might be Brian if they're here, because Brian's at home with the kids and Julie is out working on a cruise ship. She is such an amazing person. She does volunteer work with Autism on the Sea.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
That is awesome.
I like Brian a lot, but I think because of that alone, I think that's why we like Julie the most. Right? She's freaking awesome. And I'm just teasing Brian. You know I love you. Let's see. I'd rather talk shoes any day than lawn or golf. Oh God, don't bring that up on Wednesday on the ship show. I want those guys to be mad.
Oh, Heidi Leskin says, do not ask for pineapple on your pizza in Italy, or they will kick you out of the location.
Thank you.
Thanks for the heads up. I will not ask
much.
For my favorite pineapple pizza while I'm there.
Matt Bird said you buy a pair of Skechers, you get a coupon for a walker. You know what, man? One day, Matt. One day. You don't know what it's like. I mean, what do you weigh? Like about $110, $120. It's like you're like floating over the ground practically. You throw a few extra pounds on you, and then you know what? When I'm going to see you in a couple weeks. When I do, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hop on your back like piggyback style, and you're going to carry me back and forth around the Lido deck for about 10 minutes. And then we can talk about shoes and hips and backs and all that kind of stuff. Chris Sasevsky, what's going on? Chris says, I love Skechers. They'll be coming with us on our cruise. Oh. Man, this is the hottest topic ever. Yeah. We should have put that in the thumbnail. Where I'm struggling is in the sock game. Are we going white socks or black with shorts, ankle socks or crew socks? How do we retain our coolness? All right, here's the deal.
You and Matthew both got who was that?
Larry Bum.
Oh no, I was gonna say Matt Bird.
I was wearing some black socks.
Jamie only likes black
with white shoes.
And he had white shoes. And Matthew will only wear white socks, and it doesn't matter what color shoes he has on. And he had black shoes on, I think.
Yeah.
So
we were taking a beating on our last cruise.
Like he had white socks and black shoes. You had black socks and white shoes, and everyone was making fun of him.
Listen, Tony, you're absolutely right, because you have to go with the no-show, right? You need the ankle or the no-show sock, and I don't know. I guess white for a lighter color, but if your shoe is black, you got to have a black sock. Yeah. But the hard thing is finding a good sock. Like the fit of your shoe has to be really good in your heel, because if it's not, then that sock will work its way down. It'll work its way down and under your heel. And that happened to you on the Euro cruise. Every goddamn 10 minutes, I feel something tugging on my shoulder.
The first day,
and it's Sharon grabbing me, and she's like,
London, we were walking all over the place, and I had some of those socks, and it kept creeping down, and it was all the way down into my foot where it was like only half on my foot in my shoe, and I had to keep stopping and like pulling it back up, and it was the most annoying thing. For me and for you, because I tell you, I gotta stop.
It was. We were both annoyed. Remind me of that salami thing when we're in Rome. Roger Johnstone, I will. I'll remind you of the salami, big boy. Anyway, sorry about that. I don't know what I just said there. And Tony's asking Tess, what about blue shoes? I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be off of that. Hoka shoes did not work for Brian, says Leanne. Yep, that's right. You got to go Skechers. You got to go. The Skechers have a good fit because some of those shoes, those slip-on shoes and those sneakers, the heel is too low, and if you got a big foot or a wider foot, your foot just pops out of that bad boy. So that's the deal on it. Kevin Brubaker goes with white calf socks with flip-flops.
Oh, God.
I don't doubt it. And your Speedo, but whatever. Whatever. No show socks, says Slinky King. That's Slinky King. Slinky Angle King. All right. Yeah, Howie Cruz said, I figured Jamie would be on the white New Balance. I've been on the white. I used to be all the time on the white New Balance. Then I got away from it. Then I went back to it for the Europe cruise because it's a walking shoe, and we thought it'd be great. But at the end of the day, I felt like I had 2 cinder blocks on my feet.
Well, because the last couple of years you've been wearing
they don't breathe.
A lot of slip-on type shoes, so they probably weren't comfortable.
And I have like I have a very, very wide foot and no arch support left at all. Like if I get out of the pool and I walk on the deck, it's like somebody just took 2 big round sponges and put them down next to each other. Like there's no arch in the mark that your foot makes. So it's brutal.
Dustly 77. I just bought a pair of Asics for my upcoming cruise in November.
Sharon recommends them. Recommended by Sharon.
That's a good one. I know they have some that are way more comfortable than others, but the one pair I have, I swear it's like just slip it into a slipper almost, and those are the ones I wear like all the time.
Okay.
If I'm gonna.
Well, the next time you're wearing them, I'll just call you Cinderella. We'll go to the ball before I turn into a pumpkin. Let's see. Lace locking helps to keep the heel from slipping out. We are getting so deep into technology, into shoe technology. I love it. That always happened to me when I wore my saddle shoes, says Mary Barkley. What's going on, Mary? How are you? Hold on a second. It was. I know it's a few days ago, but you said that if we're live and Mary's on there, what'd you want to do? Didn't you say you wanted to go do this? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Mary.
Happy birthday.
Late birthday to you.
Happy belated birthday to. Yes, Mary partied for her birthday, and now she's gonna be partying on a cruise
Have fun
next
this weekend on your cruise, Mary.
Oh no, the sandals and socks. No. Ugh. Sometimes you need them. I will say that I checked out some Hey Dudes recently. And I've never been one to wear a shoe without a sock, but I did it, and I loved it. I loved it because then there were times when I felt myself slip them off, like you're in public and you slip the shoe off, and you just got your bare naked feet there, just rocking in the breeze and all that. But then what I found was after about a half dozen times wearing them, they were a little ripe. And when you kick them off in the cruise cabin, and then Sharon's like, "What is that smell?" And I'm like, I think it's my Hey Dudes. So it's a rough deal. Let's see.
Julie Amos likes Nike shoes. I could never really wear Nike.
Nike is too thin. Yeah, they don't have a wide shoe.
They just never felt comfortable on me for some reason.
Timothy Walton says, all this talk about shoes, I have a big boot on my foot. That's okay. You'll be rocking these shoes in no time, Timothy. Rocking them in no time. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Congratulations on your Packers. Doing very, very well with Malik Willis at quarterback. Nathaniel Mutson says, check out Mass Islander from Tampa. It was an awesome ship, half capacity. Also, I bought Skechers slip-in 3 years ago and never going back.
Oh.
There you go. Hold on. You're never going back to the Skechers, or you're never going back to what you had before the Skechers?
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. Confusing. Thank you, Nathaniel, for the comment.
Terry Gallant said, when will Royal release their Alaska 2026 season? Hopefully soon, probably within the next couple of months or so, and hopefully they'll have all their summer season out yet. I think they're one of the last cruise lines to put their summer 2026 out.
Yeah, Leanne says, no. Hey dudes are so bad for your feet. Yeah, I know now.
Oh, they're very flat. Yeah.
I know now. There is no support. It was brutal. I tried to put some, you can get like some $15 insoles, and you can slip them in there, but the arch just isn't really in the right place for the shoe. So, just put the Hey Dudes under the cigar shirt, Jamie. Oh yes, Matt, that's good. Because whenever I have a cigar on the cruise, I have to keep that shirt that I wear out on the balcony. Because Sharon won't let me actually have it in the cabin. I leave it out there for a few days, and then I bury it in the bag where all the close stuff is. So good call. You put the stinky shoes and the cigar shirt together. Good call. Good call, buddy. Good call. Other people are loving the Hey Dudes. You'll not be wearing any Hey Dudes with no socks when you're in my room. Said Larry. Larry, you're right.
He's gonna bring. Yeah. He's only gonna pack the Hey Dudes.
Larry and I are gonna be roommates for a certain cruise next May, and he's already laying down the law. Hey, listen, man. I'll tell you what. I will make you this promise. As long as we're hitting the Diamond Lounge, I'll wear any dang shoe you want me to. Okay? Give me them finger sandwiches. Throw them in the washer when they stink, said Roger Johnson. Roger, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There's some stinks that you just can't get out. Compression ankle socks now? Oh my gosh, Julie. Okay, listen, we've gone to hell and high water here. This conversation's gotten so bad, I think even Lalito Loco left it. Unbelievable.
Oh gosh.
Unbelievable. Please do another Halloween group cruise in 2026, said Timothy Walters. We never know, Timothy. I mean, listen, this whole Greek Isles is exploding. We got 50 cabins so far for that. That is going to be amazing.
I don't know if we'll do. There might be one other group cruise coming in 2026, but it might. It might just be one for the boys. So there you go, Timothy. That would be good for you.
Sharon, all right. How many people do we have? It's after 7. There's still 150 people here. Sharon is telling me. And I think we mentioned it before that just like she has teamed up with nautical nurse Nancy to do the girls cruise, right? And that's going on next year. So if you want more information, contact Sharon about the girls cruise. Girls just want to have fun 2.0. Girls just want to have more fun, I think is that the official name?
Yeah.
That'll work. So she says that she goes, why don't you put together a guys cruise for just guys? And I was like, okay. And then I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, if I do it, maybe
talking about
if I do it,
because I have a girls cruise. So
well, I mean,
said,
if I
have your own cruise.
And I'm like, well, I could team up with somebody. And then I'm like, I don't know. I'm a little bit hard to work with. I might be a little bit more of a control freak than Sharon is, and I'd want to like have control over stuff. Yeah. So maybe I would do that. Tony says I'm still here sorting socks by shoe color. Good job, buddy. Good job. Just put them together, then fold the top down on the one, roll it into a ball, and put it right in the shoe. And that way, you grab the shoe, you've already got socks. It's a combo package. Nancy says, yes, I'm very happy to host that girls' cruise with Sharon. It is going to be unbelievable.
I need to call you this week, by the way, Nancy. We can talk about that.
The men's cruise is going to be called I Just Want to Burp and Fart Without Getting Yelled At on the cruise.
Oh, my God.
Crazy Cat Chopper said, boys' cruise, isn't that what Bromania? It is, but whereas the Bromania is a little bit of a different deal. I was thinking about maybe something that just is just a wide open thing. It's just a wide open thing. So just all kinds of people we know, people we don't know, just any guys, listen, guys with their sons, guys with their dads. I mean, whatever the case is, just maybe a guys type of thing. We're just there.
Sons that are 21.
Sons that are 21, stuff like that, So we'll see. So we'll see what it turns into. I don't know. But anyway, Bromania is a guy's thing that John puts together at the ship show. But that's kind of a very specific thing that he throws together versus something that would just be like a wide open overall thing. So my thing would just be the opposite of the girls, group cruise. So that's the deal. That is the deal. Timothy says that would be great. That would be great. Jimmy and Friends 2026. I don't know what it would be called. I got a few ideas though. Question. Let's see. Question. Mahogany Bay, best place to snorkel. Are you talking about Mahogany Bay? Isn't it? Is there
That's Roatan.
Roatan? But is that different than Jamaica? What's in Jamaica?
You're thinking of Montego Bay.
Oh, Montego Bay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mahogany Bay, Roatan.
I don't know the best place to snorkel.
There's places around West End Beach over there. There's some places with snorkeling.
I'll tell you who to call though.
But I don't know if it's the best snorkeling there in Roatan, but there are some places over there you can snorkel.
Maybe maybe Real Deal Roatan Tours. Contact Johan. They do snorkeling. He can put you on a great snorkeling trip out there.
Yeah, he'll know where the best snorkeling is.
That is right. Heidi says we take lots of scented dryer sheets and either poopery or odor eliminator spray, which does help with the dirty stuff. Poopery is a must for us. I mean, when you don't want to follow Sharon in that bathroom sometimes.
Yeah, right.
Julie's excited to get to go on the girls' cruise. She is pumped up and ready for it. We're almost all the way at the end of the chat here. Richard W. coming in hot. Question, Jamie, how do you think your Chargers will do against my Chiefs next week? Richard W. Here's the deal. Number one, I don't think Herbert's going to start. I think Taylor Heineke will. He's our backup, but he does have a lot. He's our brand new backup. We just signed him a month ago, and he does have a lot of experience. Also, Derwin James, our star safety, he has been suspended one game. He will not be playing against the Chiefs, so that's a done deal. Also, it looks like Joe Alt, our rookie rock star right tackle, has an MCL sprain. He'll probably be out and take the next couple weeks with the bye week to heal up. Rashawn Slater might have a pec injury. We got to find out more about that. So we'll see what goes on with that. Josh Palmer, our one of our top and only wide receivers that came back. We're losing people by the minute. So here's what I'm telling you. We are going to beat the Chiefs next week, and Matthew and I are going to be watching it from Virginia because we fly to Norfolk, Virginia to visit my aunt and uncle on Friday. We come back on Monday. So we'll be hanging out with them. I just hope my dear aunt and uncle, they're a little bit older, I hope that they can handle the excitement of us during the game. Whether it's a win or whether it's a lose, the excitement will be there. So there you go. I hope that answered your question. And let's see who else is out there. What's your favorite cruise company? Frank Rose, nice question.
Cruise company as far as cruise line company, like Norwegian, Royal, Carnival, that kind of thing.
No, he means like company, like who you bring with you. Who's your favorite person to bring with you? How funny was that?
Let's see. I don't know because I have a different view sometimes because I work with them on a daily basis in a different way. So I have a favorite cruise line that I prefer to deal with in that way. And then I have more of my favorites that we like to cruise on. I'm going to say right now, one of my favorites overall for both is Norwegian.
There you go.
And that's
even though the fields are bashing it earlier.
Yeah. Well, I will say they are one of the easiest ones to work with as a travel agent sometimes, for the most part, for most situations.
There you go.
Norwegian,
Carnival.
I like Norwegian because it's the entertainment's good. There's you can kind of relax. Also, you can get a little bit of a party vibe on it. You get a combination of everything. We used to cruise Carnival a lot because when our son was younger, that was his favorite, and we always liked that Carnival fun ship vibe. And I still like that, but sometimes we like it a little more mellow too. So I don't know. I'm going to go with Norwegian right now.
I think that
that could change though.
One thing I think we found is some of it depends on who's with us. For instance, when we went on Holland America, and we kind of got used to it there, we did our second cruise. Just the two of us, we really liked it, and we found ourselves. We keep going on these Norwegian Prima class cruises, Prima, Viva. We got the Aqua coming up, and it's been by accident really that we just happen to keep going on these on these.
I will say
Prima
that
class ships.
that class of ships is I like that class of ships, but when we cruise as a family, it's not a good class of ships for families.
Yes.
If you want,
Or
if
little
you're sharing a room, like unless you get 2 rooms, you know, one for the kids, one for the adults, because it's just not family friendly. The rooms, the way they're set up at all. I will say that. So we have shared a room multiple times going forward. We have separate rooms booked. We've had to book 2 cabins.
That's right.
So
that's why we're so psyched to get on the Norwegian Joy for New Year's with this group.
2 connecting cabins.
We have connecting cabins, and the Joy is similar to it's a junior version of the Encore, and we're really gonna love that ship. Great questions here. Let's see. Nancy says, so will you guys have a belching contest? Nancy, we won't have a belching contest, but I think that in the morning, on the guys' cruise, each morning we'll all get together in the buffet area, and we're going to have a get-together each morning. It's going to be called Morning Wood. You like another cup of coffee. That's what it's going to be called. Morning Wood, you like another cup of coffee on the boys' cruise. Coffee get-together each morning. Sharon, what do you think of that idea? That's a great idea.
Only you would think of
Just came to me. Just came to me. I swear to God, it just came to me. It'll be called We Thought We Were 25 on Embarkation, but day 2 we realized how painful our decision was. 2026 cruise. That could be it as well. Yes, there'll be a lot. Don't make a plan for the second morning. So Tweety in the house. What is going on, Hillary? Lovely to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. Hillary's So Tweety has been pumping out the content. Let's see. Nancy says next year I'm cruising less. Well, Nancy, I mean, listen, 10 cruises would be less than the usual 15 for you. So that's less. And your less is still more than most everybody else. Best snorkeling in Roatan, West Bay.
Yeah.
Anywhere in West Bay, said Tess Alman. There you go. That's a great answer. Let me catch up a little bit here, Sharon. Make sure we don't miss any more things. So Tweety said, we're sailing on Sun Princess next month and seeing lots of mixed reviews as they leave UK today, hoping everything is worked out when she arrives.
Yeah.
So Tweety, what day? What day are you boarding? Hold on. Excuse me. What day are you boarding the Sun Princess? No, she said next month.
Oh, next month.
Next month. What day? So Tweety, please put in there. What day are you boarding?
They are making some changes to the Sun Princess. They're going to be moving some of the dining rooms around and things, and I'm not sure. I thought I heard it was going to be done before we got on in October, but maybe they're going to be still working on that. But anyways, they're moving some of the dining rooms around because they found that some of the spaces that a lot of people like to hang out at, some of the venues and things too, that they're overcrowded, whereas others have more space. So they're making several changes on that ship, I guess.
Yeah. Alito Loca said, Joy is great. Yeah, I'm super excited to be on Joy. Matt Bird said it'll be called Jamie's The Guys Just Want to Rest Cruise. Bring your Skechers.
Oh my God.
Smart ass. What a smart ass. How can you even be friends with that fella? I see a little football.
I like all the different cruise lines for different reasons. It's good to mix up your experience, but for me, the group of people that I'm with, and that's true too. I like different cruise lines a little bit sometimes for different reasons, and and sometimes it's not really even the ship necessarily, but like the ports you're visiting. So you think that was maybe one of your favorite cruises, but it wasn't even the ship. It was maybe the port you visited, your favorite cruise overall. So there's a lot of things involved in when people always ask you what's your favorite cruise, and it's like they're all great.
So Tweety says all the changes launch on October 14th.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's right.
I heard it was going to be on when we get on.
So Tweety said we board October 19.
Oh, okay. That's when we'll
come on.
getting off.
That's the day we're getting off the ship. That stinks. I thought we were going to be partying with So Tweety. For crying out loud. Okay, Kevin Ruberbaker said, I'm ready for Hal. I have my scooter all packed and ready to go. Listen, Hal was great.
Yeah.
The con exam, I would jump right back on that ship.
Yeah.
Or any house ship.
I mean, if there was an itinerary on Holland right now that we wanted to do, I would love to jump on Holland again.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't found one that I guess that either something that we haven't done or something that we can do in the near future.
That's right. That is right. Chica, we see you. Hello, a little late to the party. That's okay, because once you're done here, you can go back and watch the whole dang thing over again. So no worries about that. That's right, Crazy Cat Traveler. Can't wait for your Sun Princess vlogs. There's going to be a lot of Sun Princess vlogs coming out here again soon. Sharon's going to be cranking them out on our Sun Princess cruise, and we'll probably put out a few videos before that. And we'll get that. We'll get some videos ramped up for her, for you guys again. You get to break her in for me, said So Tweety. Oh, well, listen.
I think she's broken it.
Just tell me what your
Definitely
favorite
broken it
alcohol
already.
is, and I'll drink something else. Whatever happens, don't. If you think you're going to be drinking Dos Equis, that's not going to happen, because I believe Matt Bird is also going to be on that cruise, and he drinks all the Dos Equis. So. Hello, is that an I? Lalia Bazaar from Vegas. What's going on? Nice to see you. I'm sorry, hold on. I gotta get it.
Oh. Alila.
Lalia Bazaar. I'm going with Lalia. That's what I'm going with, and that's it. Any recent info
Lalila.
on Carnival's
There's
VIFP Club
Lalila.
changes? I'd love another level before Diamond. Have you heard about anything VIFP for Carnival? Any changes?
Not yet. I mean, there's talk that there's going to be something changing, but there's nothing definite.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see what else. New at cruising, but so far Holland is our favorite, said Richard W. Listen, I mean, we went on Holland and went on the Conings Dam, and then a month later we went on the Ballin Dam. So we're on their newest ship, and then literally their oldest ship. And some people felt like we had a few critiques of it, right? It was very different for us, and it took us a minute to kind of shut her down and not look for the deck party. And we talked about that. People are like, oh, well, Holland doesn't have deck parties. If you want a deck party, go back to Carnival.
But at night, there's a lot to do. Like
there was some
there's
stuff to
a lot
do.
of music and things going on Conings Dam. Now, Ballin Dam, there was really nothing to do with
See, look.
it. It was kind of, I will say it was kind of boring. And that probably wasn't one of our best cruises. The food was great, and we really enjoyed it. It was really peaceful because there was hardly
Yeah.
But it was a little boring, and I actually got a little seasick because of the location of our cabin. And
Well, that
our
Pacific
itinerary.
Coast cruise is a little.
Yeah, we were kind of
Pacific
forward,
Coast cruises can be a little bumpy
We
from
were
the
forward.
northwest.
down low, and I wasn't feeling too good most of the time. So that made it not
Hold on.
quite as fun.
Hold on the Conings, but on the Conings,
The Conings Dam was great.
yes. Well, you were a little bit out of it. Late embarkation day, you slowed down a little
That
bit because
wasn't
those
from
those strawberry margaritas were so damn
Yeah,
good. And that was the
yeah, that
difference.
was seasickness.
Tony says we get off Sunday the 14th, so close. This is an outrage. Does no one want to cruise with us? It's very sad. Hold on, there was another comment. Chris Sasevsky said, I would love to have gone with you on the Gals cruise, but not sure where my husband's health will be. He's had cancer for 13 years, but currently in remission. Oh my God, well, Chris, that's great news.
Oh,
And hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully he keeps going. That's a tough one, because you want to plan, but you don't want to put out a lot of money. Maybe sometimes if you get into a group situation, deposits can be refundable on occasion, or maybe it can be moved. I don't know. It's tricky, but if you got questions about it, or if you want to book something out and you're really a little bit unsure how that's going to work, you can contact Sharon, and she can take a look, answer your questions, and see what she can do for you. So go ahead and do that. I know it's tough, because we have some of the same issues. You want to book 2 years out, but you're like, what the heck's going to be happening in 2 years?
yeah,
It's
I
hard
know.
to do. So you
we're
just do it and
trying.
keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, so Tweety, we were talking about that earlier. Icon of the Seas, something major to cause that. Yes, apparently right now they're going slow. They missed their port in St. Thomas today so that they could make it to St. Martin tomorrow. And the people on the ship right now, from what we understand, were just refunded a day's worth of their cruise, and they're getting that in onboard credit. So I don't know, maybe that's a bummer unless you gamble it and you win a lot of money. But the people for the next cruise, obviously, they're getting refunded and a whole future cruise credit.
Yeah.
But still, you're right. We mentioned it earlier. Imagine booking Icon 2 years ago or a year and a half, whatever, and you're finally getting to go on it, and then you're like, oh man, it just got canceled.
Yeah. That would be disappointing.
But we were just glad to see that it wasn't a Carnival ship this time, and see stuff like that can happen to any cruise line anytime. So, Royal Caribbean. That's all I gotta say. I'll finally be gold on the Coupe cruise. Is it worth the excitement or just 50% off soda like Royal? Yeah, it's there's nothing.
Carnival's
There's nothing.
VIP, their status is really, really underwhelming these days. It's probably one of the worst out there, I think.
Yes. So we would love to see a new VIP. I mean, we rode that pony for so long to get to a diamond status. And don't get me wrong, I mean, there's some cool things that go along with it, but there's so many platinum diamond people, and they don't separate the two enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, and it's really, I think the only thing that we really enjoy is having the special line at guest services sometimes, so you don't have to wait in that long line. And I don't know, getting on the ship maybe a little early, but a lot of times you can check in and get on pretty early.
There you go.
But yeah, that's about it.
Bill Staten said, "Do you have room on the girls' cruise?" Michelle is curious. Yeah, there's more cabins available. Shoot an email there, buddy.
Yeah, until it's sold out, there's cabins.
Make it happen. Let's see. So Tweety said, "Princess needs to introduce a new tier as well." Super Elite. I know that is your headquarters, if I'm not mistaken. So Tweety, you love those princess, and this will be our first princess cruise. We won't talk too much about it until the time comes, but we are super stoked. I know the Sun Princess it's gotten a bad rap. It's doing a lot of changes, so we'll see what she has in store for us. I'm not worried about the kids' deck.
Wow.
I won't be bummed out by it, but I can see how somebody would be.
Yeah, but it's kind of disappointing that they have that whole thing planned. And
that's right.
So
that is right. Sharon, it's 7:30 right now. Have we covered all of our bases?
I think so.
You guys have been great tonight. This has just been a constant boom, boom, boom going. I mean, besides 20 minutes of shoe talk, which I love, don't get me wrong. Tony said, "First princess, you will love the medallion." I hope so, but I want to wear it I'm a lanyard guy. I love a lanyard.
You can wear it as.
Can I? I'm afraid like that thing's just going to be swinging around. Like if I make a move, it'll go and it'll hit me in the eye or something.
Well, I don't know what are you going to be dancing or something?
What if I'm dancing and that medallion starts swinging back and forth and I end up getting two black eyes from it or something? No, I don't know. I just, we'll see what happens. But I heard you can just walk up to the bar and the medallion, like maybe you don't have to give them the medallion like you would a card or something like that. So if that happens, then I might think it's the coolest thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
But I just got to wear my Sharon@Sea lanyard. That's all. It comes on a lanyard. Does it come automatically on a lanyard?
Yeah, we ordered.
And but I have a special lanyard.
Well, you can put it on that one.
I need a certain lanyard width and comfort, and I need the lanyard that unhooks. I need to be able to go click and hand it to someone, and then click and put it back together again. I'm particular, man. I'm sorry about you know what I mean. Yes, no paperwork with drinks. That's a bonus right there. All you can drink. I'm all over that. I'm gonna wear my medallion. Yes, I want to wear a medallion like Flavor Flav. I want it to be like this big.
Oh my
God. That's exactly what I want. 911 is a joke in your town. We just love the free laundry perk on Carnival. Sometimes we remember about the Strawberry Delight, but change it to fruit, cheese, or cookies. Great idea. And by the way, best tip. Let me leave you with this. We're gonna wrap up the show, but I will leave you with this. This is my hottest tip. I've been doing a lot lately.
Can't wait.
Oh, and you can order
I can't
drinks.
wait for this.
You don't know what I'm going to say to you.
What?
So old school Jamie, that is right.
Yeah, you can order drinks anywhere with the app, anywhere on the ship. You'll like that.
What have you learned tonight? Richard W. goes, "I've learned you have wide feet and you leave duck imprints when you get out of the pool." Similar to that, yes. It's just without the little toe parts. Listen, my best tip is this. When you go to the main dining room, you know how if you order dinner in the main dining room, quite often they have a cheese platter on the dessert menu. Somebody mentioned the cheese. They have the cheese platter on the dessert menu. Don't do it. You'll never have it for dessert. No one wants cheese for dessert.
Don't have it.
They don't all have it, but if they do have it, Carnival, Royal had it. I don't know. I think Norwegian might have had it. Maybe not every night, but order the cheese platter as an appetizer, and get 2 or 3 of them to share at the table. And if you're on a regular seating, let your person know each night. Would you please make sure that we have a couple cheese platters? I love you sit down with your drink, you nibble a little cheese while you're ordering and perusing the menu. That's how it's got to be. There's the best is cheese. We all need more cheese in our lives, and it'll keep you regular too, somewhat regular.
How about that?
It'll keep you from needing to go to the bathroom. So, Royal Caribbean sells a huge medallion you can wear around your neck like a rap star. I don't know about that. Let's see. That's right. Tony, thanks for being here. Love you too. Remember, a great cruise begins with healthy feet. That is good.
That's true.
I have a feeling, listen, I can't guarantee it, but I have a feeling in the next 2 to 3 days, Lalita Loca's putting out a video talking about healthy feet on a cruise. Watch for it. Watch for it. I'm just saying. Listen, we don't need any financial retribution. You just throw a little sharonatsea name in the video and we'll be good to go. Great to see you too. Thank you for being here, bro. Everyone loves you. And I miss cheese. Sorry, Crazy Cat Saver, to bring that up. My tip for you on Sun Princess Embarkation Day: order a cheese plate for your cabin and avoid the buffet. Okay, I will do that. I learned to bring plugins for Romania. I'll stop at Bath and Body Works. Yes, Larry, you should definitely do that. No, I went to Cheese and Wine Tour and they had way too much cheese. We all felt sick. You can never have too much cheese. Steve Morales, what's up, brother? Says Jamie's a cheesehead. Actually, Timothy Walters is a true cheesehead, and Nancy is as well because they love the Packers. But I'm a fan of the cheese too. Give me a little Gouda, a little smoked Gouda, and I'm golden. I am good to go. All right, Sharon, is that everything? I don't want to miss anybody. Hey, no spoilers. Sorry about that. Don't worry. Just maybe cheese, or maybe just something about a cruise ship not working properly and missing some ports. We'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
Princess Embarkation Day, go to one of the dining rooms open instead of the buffet for Charles Hansett. For lunch, I'm on it. Thank you, brother. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah, we like to go to the dining room on Embarkation Day.
Jamie's go-dudes smell like old cheese. Oh my God. Good night, everybody. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And as a friendly reminder, if you need to book a cruise and you're looking for a quality person who will contact you quickly, talk to you all the way through the process, answer all your questions, and make sure that you have the best cruise of your lifetime, hey, contact Sharon, will you? I mean, it's so easy. All you got to do is do this right here. Boom. sharonatsea@gmail.com. Shoot her an email. Say, hey, what's up, Sharon? I don't know you. You don't know me, but my name is blah, 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 and I'm ready to cruise. And she'll make it happen. Is that true? Is that how it works?
Sometimes, yeah.
Kind of works that way, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, so make sure you do that. So you guys have been awesome. Sharon, you want to take us out?
Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Jamie will be gone. Well, he'll just be coming home next Monday. And we've been going live every other week lately. So we will go live, I don't know what day it is, the following week. I think it'll be the beginning of October, right before our cruise, and we'll go live.
It will be. It'll be right before our cruise.
Yeah.
And then we'll see about going live from the Sun Princess, how their internet is, or we'll work something out like that. And that's it. So, you guys have been awesome. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. And from all of us here at Sharonatsea Travel, to all of you, from myself, Sharon, Matthew, Callie, Lucy, thank you, Leanne Francisconi, and Nautical Nurse Nancy, for always being there for us. Thanks to everybody for coming and joining us and chit-chatting. Yes, we have some more content coming out. We've just taken a little break. And have no fear. We're not going anywhere. We are right here with you. And until next time.
We will see you in the next video or in 2 weeks. Hopefully in the next video.
One of them. You want to say we'll see you on the gangway, didn't you? You almost said it. No? Okay. No. All right. I thought I caught you.
I never said that.
Okay. All right. We're out of here. Peace. Have a great night.
All right. Good night, everyone.